Hi, my name is Steve, and welcome to Neighborhood's online info session. We're really glad you're here. And if you're watching the video, that means that you might have already filled out an application, but if you haven't, then go ahead and click the link in the description below that will take you to a form for you to be able to apply for our October 19th class. We want to take some time to tell you about Neighborhood, about who we are, why we exist, what we stand for in the community, and what our program really has to offer. The first question that we want to ask you from across the screen is this: what are the barriers that have held you back?
Maybe that's being a single parent, maybe that's having a felony or something in your background that's held you back, or maybe that's the cost of training and certifications and programs.
Regardless of what it is, at Neighborhood, we've seen so many of those barriers in the lives of our neighbors. And we exist to be able to abolish all of those different types of obstacles in our community. So keep whatever those barriers are in your mind as you listen to the rest of this video and hear how Neighborhood seeks to be able to provide a program that addresses each one. Neighborhood's Career School is 9 months long, and our online program will start on October 19th. Our goal is that at the end of those 9 months, you would be making a living wage with advancement opportunities in a career of your choice.
We offer training, certifications, and full tuition scholarships that are free to you. In addition to that, we're also a paid program, which means that you maintain the responsibilities and requirements and expectations, and then you'll get up to $200 a month. In order to graduate at the end of those 9 months, you have to be working in your career. Our entire team wants the best for you. We want to set you up so that you can succeed in the career that you came into Neighborhood looking for.
The other thing we wanted to highlight is the word leader. We refer to all of our program participants as leaders because we can't lead that change for you. That has to be something that comes from inside, from your motivation, your determination, and your grit to make it happen. Now, if after watching this video, you fill out our application, that means you'll be in our recruitment and admissions process. Once you have done that, someone from our team will reach out to you regarding what the next steps are. If you were to be accepted into our program, you'd move into personal development, skill development, and then career launch. And we'll cover each of those 3 phases separately. There is one big change from our previous class. Due to the current number of COVID cases in our area, personal development will be entirely virtual, meaning online. So we've got a couple of things to cover.
Personal development is 6 weeks long, so there's a lot that we cover there. The reason for this portion is that we want to develop you personally so that you can succeed professionally.
When our program starts on October 19th, class time is Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. During these Zoom classes, we require that you be sitting at a desk or a table somewhere in your house where you're not going to be distracted and you can lay out your class materials.
We want you to be able to focus on the class, be an active participant. So that time really needs to be blocked out, not running errands in your car or doing random things around the house. Another component that happens is Wednesday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. We'll talk later about what that means, but for now we'll call that time family gathering. And then Fridays, for the first 6 weeks, you have off. We keep that Friday free so that you can schedule your TANF or housing appointments or things like that. We want to keep that Friday for you to get everything done so that you can be present for class on Monday through Thursday as we go through personal development together. And then there's the paid stipend part of Neighborhood. You can earn up to $200 every month. We know that's not going to cover the cost for everything for you, but we hope it's enough of a buffer. There's also a graduation bonus if at the end of the 9 months, if you complete all the requirements.
But you need to remember that $200 a month is also a performance stipend. So in order to keep receiving it, you have to continue to meet all the requirements that we'll lay out here for you in just a minute. This is also where career coaching kicks into place. Our career coaches are people who are really there for you to support you and to walk with you through your time in Neighborhood. Also networking. How do we do that well in this society? Learning how to connect with other people is absolutely key to your success. What does this look like in terms of communicating with your boss or developing interview skills? We have a mock interview day where you can practice everything you've learned and get feedback from real employers on how you come across and how you can nail an interview when it's the real time. The things you learn in personal development are critical for success. You get to spend those 6 weeks learning about yourself and spending some time investing in yourself that you might not have had before. You'll learn conflict resolution. What about a resume or a cover letter? I've never done that before. How do I make and save files? You'll learn so many things that will help you succeed professionally, and at the same time, you'll be developing those internal strengths so that you can grow personally. We want to ensure and to help you as best we can so that you can be the best version of yourself.
After personal development, which is capped again at 6 weeks, we'll move into skill development. For our October 19th class, we're offering a variety of classes for you to pursue and career tracks for you to engage in.
Most of these are self-paced programs, so depending on what your life situation is like at home, skill development can take 2 months or maybe a little bit longer. At Neighborhood, we provide the ability for you to enroll in accredited courses to get industry-recognized credentials and certifications. We don't teach those courses personally, but we provide all the necessary support you need to complete them. If you're interested in general labor or a skilled trade like welding, you'll be sent to either an employer or an actual training provider that will be there to help you learn that skill. And then, no matter what your career track selection, after you finish skill development, finish your course or training or obtain your certification, then you move into career launch.
Career launch takes up any of that extra 9 months after skill development. This is where you're applying, you're interviewing, you're doing the hard work of getting a job.
Neighborhood is positioned very well to be able to give you job leads and connections to employers that we speak with on a regular basis. And while we wish we could just guarantee you a job, in reality, we can't do that. So you will still have to do the work, but you're never doing it alone. Again, we are not promising you a specific job. We don't know what the outcome will look like for you, but we are promising that we're going to keep walking alongside you as you fill out those applications, as you go to interviews, until the day that you're hired.
Within career launch, you're really pulling in personal development and skill development so that you can pursue that career that you've been desiring and going for since we started.
So the first part of Neighborhood is career development, and the second part is our community development piece. We talked about career coaching during personal development, but those career coaches are really there to be that person that walks alongside you and supports you. We'll meet with you officially once every month, but beyond that, we're going to be scheduling appointments to help you out with your resume, your cover letters, your references, and just to assist with any other barriers that you're facing. Family gathering is Wednesday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. every week. And this is our favorite time. It's where we come together for food and community and a time to build and develop social capital so that when you're trying to get a job, it's not just about what you know, but it's also about who you know. If you have a large and diverse friend group, then when you're reaching out for job leads, you've got a better chance at getting that job. And that's social capital. It's having more people in your corner. And so at family gathering, you're going to develop deep relationships with the staff and with other leaders, but also with our volunteer allies.
And that's the third component of our program. Allies are community volunteers who are dedicated to your success. And they've come in and they're really committed to walking through this entire journey with you. Throughout this presentation, I hope that you can see that our program has high expectations. So if we talk about the performance-based stipend, or if we talk about the attendance requirements, or turning in projects on time, we have high expectations because we want to put you into the best workplace at the best professional level that you can possibly be. So we recognize that we have high expectations because our leaders are the best of the best.
So if you were to be accepted into the program, we would ask that you would honor all of our program requirements. That's attendance and dress code and etiquette when you're on Zoom calls and things like that. And remember that your stipend is tied to this, so we ask that you honor all those things. Now, we know that in Virginia, marijuana was recently decriminalized, but if you were to test positive at your job, you would still likely be fired. And so neighborhood, we have an expectation that all of our accepted leaders will be able to get their THC levels to 0. Now, that's simply because we want everyone to be able to succeed in the workplace, and we want to be able to propel people on that goal and that mission. And we don't want anything to be able to come in the way of that. So if you test positive for something harder than THC when you come in for your drug screen with us, then that's a disqualification from our program, and we talk about that with you. And then we'd ask that you maintain a high standard of ethics and professionalism. Again, we want you to get into the rhythm, to have those things set in place, to treat neighborhood like a job in preparation for the real job, so that when you go into the professional workplace, you're ready to go. Now, we certainly don't expect you to uphold all those high standards all by yourself. Our staff and our team are here to support you, and so we meet those high expectations with high support.
We have wraparound support, which means that we have staff members and so many volunteers who are engaged with you and who want to see you win. So these people who are going to walk with you really intentionally throughout the program. Then, loving community and increasing in social capital. You have the opportunity to learn and to know so many more people because of neighborhood and increasing your social connections.
You'll have access to our network of community partners for resources and assistance. We have really great relationships with other organizations in the community who might have different resources than we do. So if we don't have an answer to something, or you've got a barrier that you're facing, we would love the opportunity to connect you, to do research for you, and to provide the answer through one of our community partners.
Our staff is committed to helping you find employment through job leads, volunteers, and community partners. So like we said earlier, within Career Launch, we can't hand you a job on a silver platter. We will do our best, and we are committed to giving you as many job leads and opportunities that we can at the very end of our program to help you obtain your career.
So, key details and reminders. There's a lot here, so make sure you write it down or take a screenshot. We're a 9-month program, which means it's a 9-month commitment. Our class will start on October 19th.
Our general attendance requirements online, Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Remember that during personal development, Fridays are off. We are a drug-free program, so that's why we talk to you about THC, and we want to see your levels down to 0. Full tuition scholarships. So we talked about that at the very beginning, that we cover the cost of skill development courses for you. Neighborhood has chosen to spend money in those ways to provide that training for you for free. Also, the $200 a month performance stipend, and remember, it's up to $200 a month, like we said.
And finally, Neighborhood's faith identity. So, Neighborhood began as a result of some families that all attended the same Christian church, and were learning to love their neighbors here in South Norfolk. And we like to be really honest about how we started and the things that we believe, but you don't have to be a Christian or religious or have any belief in God as part of your life. You can be gay or straight or bi or trans or however you identify, and you are more than welcome here. So, the final thing, our class starts on October 19th, and we're accepting applications starting right now. And it's first come, first serve. So there's a limited amount of spots available, so make sure you get your application in early.
We can't wait to potentially review your materials. So thank you for watching this info video, and we hope you have a good day.